Yeah, it's your boy, it's your boy, Picante J, back at it again with another update on the cut. And today's episode will encompass weeks 8 and 9. And I'm not gonna lie, going into these weeks, my goals became somewhat loose. For starters, my calorie intake wasn't exact. It was actually anything between 2,200 to 2,400 calories, and I was still getting about 13,000 steps per day, but I was only doing cardio on one of my rest days, not all of my rest days. And if you were ever wondering, the cardio that I do is incline walking. I basically put the treadmill at the height of 12, and then I put it on speed 3.3. When I started this cut, I had it at like 3, and then I increased it to 3.1, then 3.2, and then finally 3.3. 3.4 is when it's like, all right, this is a little too much. This is starting to hurt my calves. All right, so yeah, 3.3 is the max for me. And for these weeks, I was doing 28 minutes for week 8 and 29 minutes on week 9. So starting off my nutrition, coming back after a diet break, I knew I had to buckle down and not cheat as much and strap in, because these last few weeks were going to be hard. And I didn't cheat at all, except for the end of week 9, when I went to this wonderful place named Vicious Biscuit. And I went with my girlfriend, and I had this delicious biscuit and chicken sandwich. And then after that, I had these fried dough balls that came with a side of custard. That was banging as well. And honestly, if you have a Vicious Biscuit near you, please go. Don't walk, run. Aside from that, here's what I generally ate in week 8. Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, Jay Picante, back at it again with another full day of eating. Let's get into it. So for breakfast, I have 1 scoop of whey with oatmeal and some blueberries. And then for my first snack at work, I had a banana, as always. And then for lunch, look at the spread. Now this burrito is ground turkey, some fat-free cheese, and some fries in it as well. And then I had Oikos 000. Then I also had this chewy bar, and finally, to wash it down, a Diet Pepsi. And then for another snack, I had this Honeycrisp apple and OMG. So good. And then after that, I had this Thai chili tuna creations pack. And then after the gym, I had this Kirkland protein bar, the chocolate peanut butter variety. And then for dinner, I had this burrito again with some Greek yogurt ranch with broccoli on the side, and then some carrots. And finally, I had a scoop and a half of whey protein. And thank you for watching. Tune in next time. For those burritos, I use 2 different wraps. I always use the La Banderita keto wraps. And this time around, I wanted to try out the Extreme Wellness wraps. And honestly, nothing can beat La Banderita. All right, they are the best. Okay, and they're lower in calories too, only by about 15 calories. Fiber is damn near the same. The Extreme Wellness wraps taste like it has more fiber in it, but I do not think that they're better. And for week 9, I don't really have a video for that because it was just regular schmegler beef and pasta. Had it before. Why do I need to show it again? So with all things considered, I'd give myself a 9 out of 10 on nutrition. Now, as for my performance in the gym, my sessions are still fine. However, my main lifts, we got a lot to talk about. So my bench is still about where I started when I began this cut. I was able to get 250 for an easy 3. But then I had to decrease the weight to 240 because I know I just can't keep up that same intensity now that I'm cutting. So I immediately dropped it to 240 and was still able to get 3 on that. And whenever I do my strength days on bench, I always pause. All right, I don't do a touch and go, and I don't be cheating. I've seen dudes hip thrusting on the bench. Keep your butt on the bench. If you want to do that, you got something called a decline bench press machine. Go do that, because that's what you're doing. All right? So stop cheating the lift and use the lift how it was intended. And as for squat, I almost don't want to talk about it. I really don't. I really don't, because it's not good. It's not looking good at all. So I was only able to get 335 for 3 reps. And then after that, I had to drop the weight 10 pounds. And then after that second set, I had to drop it another 10 pounds. And yeah, it was a rough 3 for that 335. And it just makes me think like, dude, back in March, I was doing 325 for an easy 6. And now I'm struggling to get 335 for 3. It's not looking good. I forgot to mention it in week 7, but I actually did hit 370 for 1 to start my workout, but it was the craziest grinder I've ever been through on squat. But like I said before, only so much strength can be preserved in a cut like this. So I'm not going to be too hard on myself, and for that reason, I'm going to give my performance a 9 out of 10. And yes, you already know what time it is. It's time for the weigh-ins. So just a reminder, last week at the end of week 7, I ended up weighing 189.7 pounds. And after week 8, I ended up weighing 188.8 pounds. That's what I'm talking about. You know, almost a pound, but still weight lost. After week 9, your boy weighed in at 187.1 pounds. So if you're doing the math, in total over these 2 weeks, I have lost 2.6 pounds. So that's about 1.3 pounds on average per week, which I would say is pretty good. And also during this week, I was in the locker room and decided to take a picture of my back. So just take a look at it. As you can see, your boy's back is looking okay. Obviously, I'm not that lean. And shout out to the random stranger who was able to take the pictures of my back. I really appreciate that. You know, I can't thank him enough. Now with these last 3 weeks ahead, I really got to pull through. The plan was to do 30-minute cardio sessions, but I might make a slight adjustment, but we'll talk about that on the next episode. So yeah, these last 3 weeks, 3 weeks left, 12-week cut. It's gonna be hard, but gotta get through it. So the goals are gonna stay the same with the calorie amounts, 22 to 2,400. I am going to increase my steps to 14,000 for these next weeks ahead of me, and then for the final week 15,000. And then for my cardio, it's gonna be a surprise. All right, I have something in store, and if I actually accomplish it, I'm gonna tell you about it. So I'm gonna put a question mark for next week's goals. But yes, thank you for tuning in to another episode of me recapping this cut, man. It's been tough, and like I always say, if you're cutting this summer, let me know how it's going for you too. And as always, this has been another Picante J video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.